One of these days I will invest in better lighting, but for now, you know that this footage is coming to you live and raw without any editing, and it's all my thoughts slightly filtered through my own head because in this day and time in this modern world, in this current stage in society with everything that's happening, anything and everything can be worked against you. So being diplomatic is very, very important. Um, Given that, certain things I say though probably will turn out to be inaccurate. I will give it that because I'm reacting at the moment, right? So I was watching a video on the channel Lily Petals World, and I absolutely recommend everybody to watch it. Those that, um, especially, if you have ever, encountered racism as a child, there is something that is to be said that there's a certain resonance with it. I think Yuri, she's a beautiful, beautiful, cute, um, you know, really cute, half Asian, half black, a girl, and she's just so sweet. And an unfortunate incident happened to her where she was watching a video on Roblox. I mean, not watching a video, but playing the Roblox. Apparently, it's a game. And she ended up building a group chat with some other kids. One person invited another person, and that person was just racist, outright racist, and by no means concealing it in any subtle form. He was saying the N word. He was calling her bony head. It was calling her the A word and B word. It's just nasty. And I would have to say that I kind of wish, part of me kind of wish they put the kid's face on the camera, but part of me is like, she's just a kid. I think her name was Vivi. And a lot of times, how the child acts is a reflection of their parents. If the parents are super racist, they say all these things, they act in a bigot way, it rubs off on their children, and that's the behavior they learn. And it was it was a very tough moment for Yuri to go through. And I think even then, like the couple's two other daughters, although I don't really know their name, they were also joining in discussion, and it became a teaching moment for all three of them in regards to like how there are just ugly people in this world. Like the mom said, if you act ugly, you're ugly. But you're going to encounter these people in the world, and how you react to it is totally up to you. And it's by no, you crying or feeling vulnerable or offended or anything like that, hurt, by no means is that make you weaker or uglier or anything of that sort. It actually, the fact that she can feel it and she can talk about it, and her parents are so supportive there to kind of help her navigate through that emotion and help her think through like how to grow from this experience, how to not think that you're ugly, to move past that hurt, and how to handle it later on. Like obviously, um, not speaking to strangers, not letting them into your world and hurting you like that. Or she's young, first of all, so that's why I say what I just said. But as you're growing older, you kind of know how to feel these people out. In addition, you know how to you have that mental capacity and resilience to be able to fight back, at least not in the same, you won't be cursing that person out, or you can, but in a way that it's intelligent. It's intelligently done, and it makes the other person kind of reflect, even if you're not able to do it, and teach. I think Yuri's so sweet. I actually kind of wish her parents should make her I'm sure she'll grow into a stronger character, but I kind of hope that she also retains that sweeter side of her, because it's just so precious. We have, I feel like we don't have enough of those people. But because the kindness kind of, how like misery loves company, how negativity spreads. I think it goes the same hand in hand with kindness. If you show a person enough kindness and teach them the way, they in turn pay it forward. I truly, truly feel that is the case. So I hope that, through this experience, Yuri recovers from it. She gets all the encouragement, um, as much as we can give her. And her parents are incredible, incredible parents. And about racism as a whole and experience at a childhood level, it can be very jarring. The thing is, like, my parents did not speak English, and sometimes I encounter racism in school too. I don't really quite understand it. I just know it just felt unfair, and sometimes I don't even have a term to coin it until like later on as I grow older. It's like, oh, that's what I experience. um, Kids will be kids, and sometimes kids don't even know why they're doing certain things. They just find it funny or amusing. And then it becomes a habit and it turns into bullying because of, you know, their parents, for lack of a better word, suck at teaching, parenting. There are such things as bad parents. Um, and there's definitely a degree to bad parenting, and there's also those that are completely absent in their child's life. But in this example, as a kid, I experienced it from time to time too, and feel very defenseless. Like, who was I don't know how to defend myself. Who I was supposed to run to about that? My parents, I don't even know if they can defend me because they don't know English. During parent teachers conference, it was really me translating, or my older sister translating. So how do we go about addressing a problem when we don't even know how to coin it, right? We just know it's wrong. Deep down, it's a feeling. Like, I just feel uh, being hurt by the language, but I don't know how to fight back. I don't have, but I think not just addressing it in school is one way to do it, but I think there's a fine balance to that. But really, really bring the parents and teaching the parents, who then in turn instill that knowledge and behavior to their kids, is super duper important. Getting more resources out there, getting like community leaders to be a part of it, to kind of affect or bring an effect of change overall, because they have more more influence in their community, so they have people who tend to listen to them more. I mean, there are going to be those folks that are super stubborn and will stick to their beliefs to the day they are buried in their graves or get cremated. But it doesn't hurt to try to chip away at whatever you can, or at least do whatever you can for that. So, sorry for Yuri, but I'm glad her parents were there, and I know you will do better. You will be not do better, but you will definitely grow infinitely stronger. You'll rise above all the other things. There's just about, and what your parents say is true. Those kids are probably in a living hell right now. Those parents too, and there will be a day when karma does come. I do believe God has plans. He teaches us to learn from these experiences, as well as like forgive our people who instigate hurt and stuff like that. And there will come a day where they will learn the lesson as well. So just stay safe. Really, this fight against racism is still ongoing. And if you have the power and you have the knowledge, please join the fight. I think every everybody should come and unite together to do this, and to bring about true equality, and respect for people regardless of your color, background, religion, etc. And I do believe that if you truly believe in the word of God, that we're not here to judge, we're not made or created to judge anybody. We're infallible creatures, right? Even though we're made in the image of God, doesn't necessarily mean that we are God. And only God is perfect. Only God can be the one to judge. You just make sure you do what you need to do, to better the lives around you and around the people around you, in yourself, and that in effect would create positive effects that hopefully will domino into other people's lives, and also uphold them into the positive energy. So with that being said, I am going to end my video here. Hopefully I can upload it. It might be too long. But yeah. Wishing you everybody a good evening, and yes, power to y'all.